Weird pitch, reset the Sonic franchise story wise. Now, I know what you're thinking. We did that once before with Sonic Boom, and that didn't work out. In the game, at least. The cartoon was hilarious. But personally, I feel like with the games, you're just kind of continuing a story that doesn't need to be continued. That's not me saying don't make more Sonic games. No, I love Sonic games. I love playing them. They're fun, but story wise, they are lacking. Like, for one, maybe in the reboot, you give, like, Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman, whatever the hell you want to call him. I say that so much. A reason for being evil. In the games, there's no reason for him doing what he does, no reason why he prefers technological life over organic life. Like, he just is. The Eggman just is. Like, thank God for Sonic Frontiers, because, that, like, gave a little bit of perspective because, it kind of implied that his home life wasn't very good, that he felt like resentful of his cousin Maria because people would talk about her all the time and, like, wouldn't pay attention to him. And so, he's just some little kid who's, like, stuck with all his toys, basically. And, like, that stuck with him, I guess. That's interesting. He doesn't want, he never had anyone to play with, so he just had himself and his toys, and basically his entire evil modus operandi is just childhood trauma personified. That's interesting, but we could do more. For example, do something based on the original Sonic Pitch Bible. Maybe not go completely accurate, where it's like he and Sonic were friends at first, and like he asked Sonic for help to, like, siphon all the evil in the world, and that made the Chaos Emeralds. Like, obviously, don't make that the origin of the Chaos Emeralds or the rings for some reason. I can believe that making the Chaos Emeralds, but not the rings. That's kind of odd. But the original Western localized, like, crazy origin of him basically mutating with a rotten egg, there's something there. And beyond that, take inspiration from all the Sonic media. Like, if we made, like, a sort of DuckTales 2K17 or 2012 TMNT series that took inspiration from everything, that would be great. The Adventures of Sonic, Sonic Saddam, even Sonic Underground. That would be cool. And top it off with a little Sonic X in there. Let's give Chris Thorndyke a game appearance. Okay, maybe not that. Chris Thorndyke was quite literally a fan self insert. Well, they wrote him as a self insert for kids who want to hang out with Sonic. Basically, he's Tails without powers, and then in season 2, they made him an adult man in a kid's body for some reason. Why? And not just like the TV shows, though, also the comics, the Fleetway books, the Archie books, the better parts of the Archie books. The manga, the one where it's like he's called Nicky the Hedgehog and has an alter ego. That was a cute one. Yeah. And possibly that French comic. Oh, and the chapter books. Yeah. There's so many things we could take inspiration from for Sonic. Do not tell me you don't want to play a game where you play as or fight Short Fuse the Cyberneck, British Sonic fans. You want it. I want it. That would be awesome. For those who don't know, Short Fuse is basically an angry Iron Man squirrel who shoots lasers and can fly, but is also Sonic's friend. Yeah, he's just awesome. And of course, finally bring in the Freedom Fighters. People want them back. Like, I understand why Sonic didn't. Like, they didn't coordinate at all, and at one point there was like a weird contention between Western Sonic media and Japanese Sonic media, and neither side of it was good really. It's like primarily Ken Penders, who screwed up his movie pitch. Sorry, did I say screw up his movie pitch? Screwed up his movie pitch and Ben Hurst's movie pitch, all while saying that Western Sonic Media was better than Japanese Sonic Media and they owed him. That is true. And for every character you can't get the legal copyright from Archie or like Ken Penders, you Herlock Sholmes it. Because most of his character names and ideas are derivative of other character names and ideas. Obviously, we need Ian Flynn to back this. He's the Mac Daddy. Everybody loves him. Sega loves him. I love him. He made the Sonic Archie comics like a full-on proper series up until the end. Yeah, not saying that it was completely awful before, but too many cooks in the kitchen. You got Mike Gallagher, who made it a slightly more serious version of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog while still being silly. Ken Penders, who had no idea what he wanted to do except for make his OC Jeffrey St. John take the stage. It's so obvious he was trying to get a video game. It's just sad. And Carl Bullers, who was like actually legit writer, but once again, Ken screwed him up over. And a billion other writers of varying quality throughout Archie comics that I cannot think of right now. I'm sorry. Césaire? Yeah, one of them. Once again, I'm sorry. And also references like to the original Sonic games as well. Maybe even references to the fandom. Like references to fan fiction. Like obviously you don't put Sonic.exe in there, but something similar to Sonic.exe would be fun. Give Tails some cool lore, like probably based on like the Fleetway comics, where apparently he was from a fairy tale land this entire time and just never told anybody. Bring in Merlina, who was supposed to be in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but then just appeared in Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh wait, no, Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, I didn't play those games. I hear they're okay actually, but it's like, oh, this is different from all the other Sonic games, like because they wanted to do something different. Eat a peach, or were those games bad? I don't know. I've never played them. There's conflicting things. Final note: too long didn't read, or too long didn't watch. Like a Sonic game reboot that takes inspiration from all the great Sonic media from the past, like 20 years, 20 plus years. That would be something. Yeah. Especially if we finally get Xenos the Hedgehog in video game form. That's some obscure stuff. You thought that was a fan character named 12-year-old Larry. Nope. Technically, he's an official character. So, yeah. If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't if you're feeling nice, and praise be to the Blood Elk. This has been a Mick Ramble.